Greetings from the Appalachian Trail. And yes, this is the Appalachian Trail right here. Check it out. We're in New Jersey. We're about to step into Pennsylvania. Harvey wants to go back to Jersey. We're in PA. We gotta get off this bridge and into the woods. This is nuts. This is not a stress-free wilderness experience by any means. Greetings from Delaware Water Gap, Pennsylvania. I don't know if you could hear a word I said out there on the bridge. It was crazy. I had to get out of there. Yeah, in town is a little bit more mellow, but until I put that first foot on the trail, the anxiety is still here. So yeah, we're headed out of town right now, and nice little town. We drove through here in 2011 on our way up to the Whites, but didn't stop. But the last time I actually hiked through here was about 20 years ago in '99. So it's good to be back. So our plan is to hike from here, the New Jersey state line, all the way down to Harper'S, Ferry, West Virginia. It's about 270 miles. And the weather's beautiful right now. It's warm, but there's a nice breeze. The sun is shining. There's a great forecast. And I tell you what, I had a great trail days, but man, this last month was full of activity. We've been getting ready for trail days since January, but yeah, the last month leading up to it is always a huge challenge, making sure all our orders have been placed, that we have everything that everyone needs. Yeah, it's like Super Bowl Sunday for us in Damascus during trail days. So as much fun as I had, I'm glad it's over, because now it's our turn. We get to hit the trail and have a nice fun vacation. Yeah, so we're going from spectator mode to participation mode. And yeah, right off the bat we're walking uphill, even though we're on concrete. That's okay. The whole AT is full of hills, except for Virginia. That's completely flat, just like a sidewalk the whole way, all 550 miles. Okay, so let me turn this around, and this is where it officially begins. So I've just had my first flashback from '99, and if I remember correctly, we walked through some sort of picnic area just outside of town here. I can remember kind of walking through a nice flat area coming north before we actually got into town, and I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find out, but kind of interesting, all the things I remember as I'm passing them. Things that I had completely forgotten about from 20 years ago. And yeah, I have that quite often on sections I do in the South. I'll be like, oh, I remember this little log. I sat here and ate a sandwich, or this is where I met so-and-so. So yeah, kind of cool to remember places that you completely forgot about. So there's a nice pond over here and a picnic bench, and I think we may sit over by this pond for a second. He is just having a great time out here. He loves it. No trekking poles this trip. We'll see how it works out. And that's where we started, right down there. It's like an old fire tower. This might actually make a good campsite. I think there's a view over here. Go check it out. I'm really tempted to camp right over here. Check this out. You got the Delaware River. And a couple really nice grassy areas right over here. What do you think of this, Garvey? Will this work for a camp? He's inspecting everything. Yeah. Kind of close to the road. We're 2.5 from the road, but it's about 10 minutes to 8. Rather not camp this close to the trail, but this may have to do. We're kind of beat. It's been a long day. So this is almost a little too hard to pass up. Yeah, and I would imagine we'll catch a sunrise from over in that direction in the morning. Yeah, we're still like 3.5 or 4 from the shelter, so I don't know if we're going to find any place better than this. This may have to do it. Okay, so we're in our tent, and it's about a few minutes after 9 o'clock, and we're pretty wiped out. We got a late start, and that's okay. We only made it 2.5 miles today, but we wouldn't have got much further. I mean, by the time we got set up and got a little bit to eat, changed our clothes, and laid down, yeah, it was 9 o'clock, so I guess we were only supposed to go 2.5 today. It was quite a climb, actually. Got a little bit of a workout. We're clearly both out of shape, but we do have full food bags, enough food to get us to Port Clinton, maybe a little beyond. And John and Bear are going to meet us in Port Clinton on either Sunday or Monday. So that's great, because I had put together a food box for Port Clinton, because I know there's not a lot there, and I was trying to avoid going into the next town over, whichever it is, I don't remember. But that way I could just grab my food and get out of Port Clinton. However, I just did not mail it in time. We didn't get to Delaware Water Gap in time to make it to the post office, so he's going to drop it off for me. He's just kind of doing shorter hikes in Pennsylvania, just kind of in and out, or loop hikes, stuff like that. So he'll be kind of in the Pennsylvania area and doing some boondocking as well. So that works out great. And once again, John, thanks for bringing me up here and for everything you've done. Yeah, that's giant. I mean, without you, it would have been probably a logistical nightmare getting here, and we're finally here, and I can feel the stress just melting away by the minute. It was a big week, a long week, and I'm glad to finally be on vacation. So yeah, we're 2.5 miles into a 270-mile hike, so we're gonna get some rest, and we'll see you in the morning.